just ridiculous. I can't believe somebody would do that. What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well out there and getting to catch a ton of fish right now. And I hope that's going to be the case today, because look who I have found right here. Get out of my... I had to go through some stuff. He's trying to look at my tag tackle. Stupid Darian. Darian is fishing. And y'all know we go back and forth all the time. A lot of y'all that follow me obviously follow Darian. But we are calling today the Show Up. We didn't work on the title. Show Up and Shut Up Championship. So we are doing a tournament series, a real deal tournament series, and we're both really nervous, I would say, about this, or jacked up. But we are on a small lake in Tennessee that I've never been on. So he kind of came to the home turf a little bit, but this is a place I've never been to, he's never been to, and we are going to do a best of 7, like the NBA Finals tournament series that starts today and will probably run through whenever. We don't know. The next one may be a kayak tournament. The next one could be a night tournament. It could be a big fish only. But today we are fishing a 5 bass limit, as Chris Jones would say, 5 bass limit, and we're going 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. We're going to see what happens. We've never been here. We're going to allow ourselves a 15-minute ride around.
Yeah. The cool thing too about this place is that I didn't notice, I forgot to say this on my intro, we both agreed on that when we both scouted a little bit on Google Earth.
We did.
This place is way different. Like, for whatever reason, I just assumed where we were coming it was going to be bluffy. Like, I figured the whole thing was going to be bluffy. We get here, and I know you won't be able to see this on camera yet, but as Luke's riding around, you'll see it. It's not bluffy at all.
No.
What we can see right here, it looks super juicy.
Yeah, it's juicy. Like, it from Google Earth, it looks like it's got some grass. Actually, I can see some little grass sticking up in the pocket here at the boat ramp, but nobody here. It's a really cool lake, a weekday morning here, and we're fixing to get after it for the Show Up, Shut Up Championship. Let's get the boats in the water, and let's go beat this idiot. Put on my life jacket backwards. I'm so nervous. I pulled my kill switch, in case you're wondering what that noise is. There he goes, right there. The competition. We're gonna do a little Garmin time. We got, what time did you say we're starting?
9:10 right now.
9:10. We're gonna start a little early. We said 9:30, but we're gonna start at 9:25. So we get a 15-minute ride around. Some Garmin time, as I like to say. A little bit of Garmin time.
Hey, we got a map here too.
We do have a map. Big shout out to Garmin. So we do have a map. And so I got my mapping right here. We are gonna ease out here. 15-minute ride around. Starts in 5 seconds. 15-minute ride around starts in 5 seconds, Darian. 3, 1. Go! Go, baby, go! Here we go, baby! Why are you going the way I'm going? He's already cheating. He's already cheating. Already cheating. You stay off that bank. Stay off that bank. So I've seen a lot of good looking shallow stuff, and I'm more of a shallow water guy than Darian is, you know. Darian likes to fish shallow, but he's a graph them deep. And when I'm in a tournament situation like this, a lake I've never been to, I'm going to try to break down with my electronics what's going on, but with my eyes too. And I see a lot of really good shallow water cover that I'm going to spend. You know, we've got overcast, water temperatures in the 70s, so I'm going to go throw a top water shallow most likely. But I am some of these points that stick out to me, little offshore looking stuff. We got 15 minutes. I'm going to graph a couple things and see if there's any fish on them. I saw him stop and do that too, which is not surprising for Darian. But seeing a lot of bait fish up high in the water column, so we may see some schooling fish. I don't know. We saw some fish when we were at the boat ramp actually busting around a little bit. So I'm gonna ride over a couple little points here, see if there are any fish. Seeing a lot of shore grass, and hopefully it's got some bass in it. I'm gonna go throw a 6 cent frog around. There's fish right there. Fish steady stacked right there on the Garmin. Look at that. I hope he doesn't come fish this place. They are absolutely slammed right there. We'll come back there. That's a little offshore nugget right there for sure. Just a good looking little point right there on the map, and it had fish all over. It's got bait all over it. It's got fish all over it. Looked like bass too. So we will definitely come back on that and see what happens there. But gonna keep riding for a minute. We got 10 more minutes. Let's go. Also want to say a huge thank you to 6 Cents for bringing you the Show Up and Shut Up Championship. Darian and I are both sponsored by 6 Cents, work closely with those guys making quality fishing equipment. And I have a code, DUNK10, that you can use to get 10% off. Darian has one too, but he's an idiot and you don't want to use it. Let's go. All right, 9:25, we can officially fish, but I'm fixing to ease over here to this bank and start swimming a jig. And then I'm gonna go get out on some of these points. Let's do this thing. All right, here we go. First few casts we're gonna make with a swim jig. Water's a little dirty, I like that. Just gonna burn down the bank real quick. It's real important to cover water on a new lake and see what's going on. You gotta, I mean, this is how I would practice for in a tournament, you know, is I would figure out, is it going down deep? Is it going down shallow? Is it going down both? In our little 15-minute ride along, I definitely saw enough fish out to make me think you can definitely get bit there, but it's so cloudy morning and bank grass has got me distracted, so I'm gonna swim the old jig around for a minute or two. It's also some floating milfoil around, so I know there's grass too somewhere. Got to find some of that. I haven't seen any on the graph yet. I know it's around. Oh, missed him. Missed him right there. That was a big one. That was a big one. Missed him. Missed him right there. Dadgummit. Come after my swim jig. I'm going to throw the 6 Cents frog in there and see if he'll bite it. Dang it, that was a big one. Like a 3 or 4 pounder. God dog it. Grabbed it by the legs of the trailer. Listen, I done pulled up on Darian. I was just checking on him. There's a little storm, looks like it's coming. I was just checking on my buddy. And he says he's lost one and he don't have any fish, but I think he's lying because he's sitting on one of the most obvious points in the lake. He's retying right now. How many you got, Darian?
I got none, buddy.
He says he's got none. I lost one. I don't believe him.
Keep moving.
I'm fixed. You know what? Let's do a live well check. Come on. Let's go do a live well check. 10:36. We got several more hours. There's a storm coming. We finna do a dang live well check on him right here. We're gonna pull up. He probably won't ever take us back to our boat though. That's the problem. Huh? Yeah. Dude, there's a bunch of them right here. I hate this guy. I should be fishing instead of worrying about what he's got, but it's strategic. And if I hang around long enough, he might catch one and I'll join in. He's a lying sack of crap all the time. So let's see. All right, empty well check. Here we go. I'm like a game warden. Empty well. All right.
While we're checking boats.
Oh, hell, you ain't even barely got
I ain't even got no water. So that's coming. It's almost here. It's gotten really dark. It's thundering, so I'm fixing to run back across and fish next to the ramp. Hopefully it'll pass by pretty quick, but I'm in the back of a pocket. It's no wake, so I want to get the heck out of here, because I do hear thunder, and it is here. And might go take a little break in the truck for a minute. All right, we're back at the ramp, and we've decided that, I mean, it's crazy. It's getting wild. So we're both taking a little delay, and if we can get back out there, we're going to hopefully add the time we sit in the truck back to our tournament time. So see how that goes. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. It's just now getting here. Fierce competition, so we'll call this is 11:05. We started at 9:25. I have lost one on my jig, missed one on a frog. Darian has,
I just had one come off.
One come off. That was a big one, and that's where we're at right now. It is this is a small lake, and it is absolutely white capping to beat the band right now. I'd say this is a good little squall line there. Here, take a look right there.
Quite
in
my rear
view. It just got, anytime that it starts getting like real bruisey looking in the sky, that's when I'm like, we'll put it in the truck for a little bit. But that's the thing about the show up, shut up rules, is we just can do what we want. We don't have to worry about pissing a tournament director off. We are the tournament directors. We are the anglers. We're the owners of the trail.
Yeah.
Is that your radar?
Yeah.
All right, let's get a dose of that right there.
That's what we're working with right now.
That's what we're working with. So we're gonna wait it out. It's moving really quick. It looks like it got here fast. I know that.
It got here very fast.
So we will. We're gonna see what happens here. We sat in the truck for almost an hour. Now it's just turned into a rain event, and we ain't no LOBs. So we're fixing to go out here. We're gonna add an hour on, so 3:30 instead of 2:30. It's almost 12 o'clock, so we got a little over 3 hours left to fish. And Darian's game plan of fishing offshore might have changed with the wind and the rain. So
I think I'm gonna pick up a buzzbait and go to work.
He's finna pick up a buzzbait and go to work. Let's see what happens. Back at it like a crack addict, boy. See if we can get bit. Got him. Finally hooked up. Here we go. Be a bass, be a good one. Be a bass, be a good one. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, now I got line coming off my reel. Not good. Not good. I got a freaking wind knot. Gonna cause a serious issue at some point. Get in here. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about right there. Not a big one, but our first one. Good little largemouth on a drop shot right there. Hey, buddy. Yes, number one. The spot kind of jumped out to me. It's just a point, but on the, oh, missed him right there. Dang it. Back in there. It's just a point that hits a creek channel ledge. There's a bunch of them down there, man. And I graphed them. And I was truly, when I caught that one, I was fixing to change and sit down and tie on a Carolina rig, and then it said thump. So we're gonna see if it'll say thump a few more times. That one was under the freaking boat. It's a big one too. The divine jig, baby. That one was under the boat. Got him. Yes. He better be catching them. He better freaking be catching them now, baby. Add a little G-juice. Did you Fishing tournaments in the summertime or anytime. Better get you some of that right there. Yes, baby. Right there, Divine Hybrid Jig, 6 cents. And see, it's kind of a mix between a football and a casting jig. I got a little crawl in there. I don't have a stroker crawl. It's actually a Strike King Rage crawl, just like that color. Right there, it's the first thing I grabbed. There is a rock pile right there or something. It's right where I caught that other one. You broke me off. No. No. Dang it. That one broke me off right there. It's really rough. I didn't retie. Oh, I felt like a good one too. Dang it. It was on my Divine Hybrid right there. I just hadn't retied. I caught a big one. I've been dragging through those. There's rocks and a couple stumps down there. I've been dragging through it, and I'm stupid. That's what I am. And that was a good fish. Hope it don't hurt me. I'd like to catch 3 more right here. I feel like I can. They're not biting fast and furious. There's a ton of them down there. I can see them on Panoptics. I can see them on the graph. It's a miserable, nasty day, and I would rather stay on fish than run around and try to find more. I think the right size is right here too, so. Keep dragging around, see what happens. Got bit, but he didn't get it. Damn, broke me off again. There he goes with my jig in his mouth. Trying to throw my jig. I broke off twice, man. Freaking 3-pounder. There he goes right there. Trying to throw my jig. What is the deal, man? Dang it. I don't ever break off, man. Never break off. Gosh. I don't like breaking them off in a school like that either, man. I don't get it, man. I'm not one of those guys that's always like, oh, I'm breaking them off. Ever. That's not my deal, but I don't know what's going on right there. Maybe I can get them to fire back up. The more you lose them, though, the worse off you're going to be. I may have to leave and come back, let them calm down. That sucks. So I took a break to retie. I put my jig on another rod, and I just tied on a Carolina rig. I feel like where these fish are set up, this kind of place is really good for a Carolina rig. Little creature bait on there, a little brush hog to start with. I like a bigger profile. These are good fish. They sure seem to be, so we'll stick with it for a little bit longer. I couldn't get any of the other fish to bite that I found today, and these bit, and that's obviously huge, so I'm gonna stick with these a little bit longer. And then we'll go see if we can find some more if we can't make this work. There he is. Stay hooked up, baby. He's a very good one. That's a keeper. Get in here. Carolina rig post spawner. All right. Alright, kind of slid back down here to where I originally was, getting all the bites, and Hopefully I can put 2 more in the boat, man. This is so much fun. I don't care if it's 400 boats or just dumb Darien, I get jacked. Oh yeah, nice one. There we go. There we go. There we go. Heck yes. 3-pounder. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Here's what we're working with so far. We got 4 in there and catching them deep. So we're doing all right. We just need to get a couple more, baby. They're all doing good and healthy. Hey, babies. Hey, babies. Need to get us a couple more, baby. 5, I can't tell. It's a good one, too. Oh, it's way out there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Number 5 in the boat. There we go. Caught us 5. Need to do some culling. All right, baby. God, has he got it? Stay big, baby. That's a good one. Just stay big. That's a good one. That divine hybrid jig. Yes. That's no cool. No cool right there. Old jig choked. Heck yes. Good one. Good one, good one. Pretty good trade. That one for that one. See you, buddy. So this place that I found these fish on is kind of a perfect storm, okay? And the reason it jumped out to me on the map, so we'll get down here and see if we can see it. As you can see, this is the main creek channel coming out here, and you got this point that makes a turn. Well, then we also have a ton of bait fish and a real hard bottom. And that is, that's what you're looking for a lot of times deep in the summertime, where they'll congregate. And the reason that hard bottom is important is a lot of times you get old moss, and you'll see me every now and then picking it off my bait. There's some old black snot grass, I call it, all over the bottom. So those fish are going to get out of that and they're going to go to a hard spot. So this was just kind of perfect storm right here. All right, I got a fish that's not doing so good, so I'm going to go ahead and weigh it and release it. We weigh in about 45 minutes. Darian said that's cool, just to film it, put it on my scales, save it in the scales, and then release it back in the lake. So let's get it out and weigh it. 359. Is a 359, and we'll turn that fish loose to swim again. We got about 5 more minutes, baby. It kind of shut down for me right here, so, and I fished it a lot. Now I'm just dragging this drop shot around. I caught a nice fish here on it, and it's part of my limit. So I'm just gonna drag it around until it's time to go. I can't get them to eat the other stuff. Lines out in 5 minutes. Look at this clown. just ridiculous. I can't believe somebody would do that. 1 minute to go, he ain't even fishing. Okay, so it's the moment of truth, and I think we both had a really good day. I know that I did. I sure had a lot of fun. This was a freaking great idea. Game 1 of the Show Up, Shut Up series, championship series, presented by 6 Cents. And I already weighed one on the lake. Y'all have seen that. I've got 4 more. Darian says because we are in Tennessee that I get to weigh first, so let's bag them up. Come here, sucker. All right, here we go.
All right, this is the moment of the truth. Of all the truths.
Of all the truth. No lying when you get to the scales. That's for sure. What do you think?
All right, I'm seeing, I like
1289.
1289.
1289 plus a 359.
Plus 359.
Actually, she got her wits about her. 1648.
1648.
1648. Official weight on the official iPhone.
Yeah. So,
all right,
everything's
1648.
So official.
What do you got? You think you got me? You got me. You smacked on them. You grinning. You wouldn't be grinning right now if you hadn't smacked on them.
I just want you to hold my camera.
Oh, he got him. He got him, boy. 1648.
I just want you to hold my camera.
Okay. 1648. Your boat's so much cleaner than mine. I got crap everywhere. 1648, double cameraing it up. The moment of truth. Is it going to be close or is it a blowout?
It's
a blowout.
It's a blowout.
Oh, gosh. My man done worked on them on the home field, even though I've never been here. It's for real, a blowout? Is that your smallest? Oh, gosh. Beat down. This is awesome, dude.
Smallest one.
Come on, man. Oh, gosh. Done worked on them. Oh, you.
Win.
Come on, boy. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, with his camera. Oh, hang on. Oh, I was going to go ahead and proclaim myself the winner. 456. Come on. He takes game 1. He takes game 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote for the game 1 of the Show Up, Shut Up Championship, and it belongs to the Traveling Circus.
Yeah, I just get to shut up. I just get to shut up now. For the next one, I just
1648 to 450 something. He only had one fish, and I'll be honest with you. I told y'all this morning, I love fishing deep, but this place had a lot of really good looking shallow cover, and I got real fortunate looking on my Garmin map, and with those Garmins found a little school of fish, and y'all saw me work on them a little bit. It wasn't just a smash fest. I called once, I lost a couple, but a lot of dang fun. Game 2, man.
We're going to game 2.
We got to figure out what game 2 is. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe
to Darian's. Drop a comment down below if you have an idea for game 2.
Yeah, drop a comment below if there's a lake or an idea for a format or anything that you'd like to see for game 2.
Let's not do 5 fish again.
Yeah, one fish. There's like 3 fish. There's lots of things.
Fish I can participate.
Yeah, he can catch them on that one fish program. But drop a comment below with some ideas. I really appreciate it, and we'll see y'all next time.